Cancer, welcome to your annual forecast. So we'll start to, oh, okay, Two of Cups. Okay, we'll just put it here. I'll be using the 7 card spread, and we'll start with the month of January. Alrighty. Well, looks like the month of January for you looks good. Except that you will be thinking about this, this person that lives far from you, especially if you're with a fire sign. There are actually 2 people that you have in mind. One that is the father or mother of your children, and then one that is also far from you. If you're in a long distance relationship, then you're thinking more about this person that you're with, but you are not really together because of the distance. Your communications have been withering out, and you are just kind of wondering whatever happened. There are some occasions that this person have already missed, and they were not really like that in the past. So you want to get to know, like, what are the real reasons why, or what is their, where is it coming from? What's wrong with this person, or what's going on? What's with the change? And when it comes to your finances, looks like there will be a new challenge, a new beginning, and it's like there will be a mini competition in your office that your bosses will be setting you up. It's not really like a big competition, but there is a position that both of you have to win. And whoever will be proving the management that they are worthy of that position, they're going to be sitting on that throne. It's going to be a huge project, okay? Or a contract or a job or position, whatever it is. It's going to be a much rewarding one. And even if you work so hard or work long hours, it is definitely worth it. Now, when it comes to your love life, looks like there are a lot of things that needs to be worked on. Your finances have been doing good, but then your love life is not really, let's say it's already standing on the edge. Both of you are financially successful. Both of you are doing fine when it comes to your careers and when it comes to your professions, but your communications, it has gone awry, and the expectations of both of you from one another it has become different. All right, let's start off first with your general one. You're thinking about this person that lives far from you, and you know that this is your other half. You don't want to entertain the idea that this person is having an affair or having someone else, but it's been irking in your mind, and it's been like pushing even in your dreams. And it's been going on for how many weeks or days now, and you're just thinking, what about our foundation? What about our family? What about our kids? And so you're thinking of finding other ways. Both of you have good jobs in 2 different cities. You can't leave your job, especially now that you're running for a promotion. And this person just can't leave their job as well because they're already holding a high position. But the problem here is your family is being torn apart. I'm sorry about my voice. But your family is being torn apart, and you don't know if you're the one who should do the sacrifice or if it's the person who needs to make a sacrifice. You don't know which one, and even if you will ask for a transfer, it will be a whole different scenario. You're not going to be holding the same kind of you're not going to be holding like a same kind of a position. I'm also picking up the letter B. Okay. The thing here is, if you will make the sacrifice, which you've already done this in the past, you just regretted it. You just became too bitter. you're full of resentments because your your spouse or your partner just neglected you, and they've been so drawn into making a lot of money, giving luxuries and everything. Like you have no problem when it comes to money before, but for you it's like you feel so empty. You feel like, I did not really accomplish anything in my life. I can't be just a housewife, or I can't just be a house husband. I can't just take care of my kids. I can't just simply pay someone to take care of them for me. But what about me? And that's the reason why that you work so hard to prove to your spouse right now that that you can also reach the same kind of heights, and you're really competitive. You've proven to your partner that you're much more tougher, and you're also smarter than like like him or her. And there goes the insecurities. Okay, your partner wants to be the only one who will lead the relationship, especially if you're with a fire or water sign. All right. Now the thing here is, this is another turning point for you where you have to ask yourself, should I make another sacrifice? Because your children are starting to ask some more questions. They're almost grown ups or they're already growing up, but they're starting to ask some more questions and you don't know what to tell them anymore. Now when it comes to your workplace, you will be a little bit more tough and rough, and there will be new beginnings. You're in it for a challenge. You like it, and you feel so excited to win again. It's like this has been like your goal. Prove anything to anyone. Prove yourself to anyone. You've been really tough and competitive, and you've won, okay, in the past a lot. And that is the reason why your management really likes you seeing like this. But somebody have already made like an advice to you in the past, that if you're this competitive when it comes to your job, then prepare the rest of your life to spend it alone, okay, or to spend your time alone. And for you, it's like, why can't I have the best of both worlds? Why can't I just have both? I have a successful career. Why can't I just have a loving husband or loving wife and a happy family? The thing here is, you have to choose one. Okay? Or, if ever, usually, you always support your spouse with their success. And then when you're the one who becomes successful, your partner just left you right in the middle. And so you think that, like, I'm not going to make that same mistake again. That I saw myself alone, right in the middle of nowhere, after helping him out or after helping her out, achieve wherever he or she is right now. Anyway, when it comes to your love life, there needs to be a lot of communications, and you need to work out your differences. There has been some tricks, and there has been some stress, depression, frustrations. You've been like setting aside your instinct, but your instincts are like just pushing and pushing and pushing. It's like pricking you like a needle, but you're not really paying attention to it. Money is good. This is the only good thing that I can tell you. Money is good, and the flow, it's like it's really really good. Okay, it just keeps on coming, and you're already feeling so overwhelmed. So the luxury and the good life, you don't have any qualms, or you don't have any like you don't have any problems receiving it. But the love have become a scarcity for you. Okay, now when it comes to singles, your sex life, it looks like you will be meeting well, I feel like you've been like dating most of these people, but you will be meeting another two. One that is an older fire sign, a younger air sign. Well, not really younger. It's more of around 40s. Okay? And it seems like out of the 5 or 3 that you're dating right now, especially there's also a weird one. You can't seem to make a choice. There's one that's been like a very generous and almost, buying your love. But for you, this is not what you really want. This is not the kind of person that you really want to settle. Yes, you enjoy the generosity, you enjoy the treats, you enjoy the material stuff, the gifts and everything, the lavishness. But this is not really the kind of relationship and person that you could really see yourself settling down with. So, the journey goes on and it's still, you know, it's still yet to happen. Your soulmate is not yet coming this month. Now, when it comes to your health, you will be mingling with like minded people, and some of you will also be mingling with some religious group. You will also be seeing some signs or symbols in your dreams. Some of you will have some problems with your hygiene and skin problems. It's not because that it's natural, but it has something to do with what you eat. And if you're also sharing your clothes with someone, then definitely that's also partly the reason. But the acne, the allergies, the rashes, the redness, the bumps, and everything, it has something to do with a chemical or like a substance that you'll be using in your face. Okay, it will have an allergic reaction. So let's say, for example, that you're allergic to seafood, and then you're using a cream or something like that in your face, and you did it both. Then most likely that there will be an allergic reaction. And eye problems in concentrations, feeling a little bit spaced out, and feeling a little bit lost. You also need, because you're feeling a little bit burned out, okay, depressed and preoccupied, and you also need to take a trip near the water, okay, for you to detoxify. And you will be greatly rewarded with your love for yourself. You need to take care of yourself. It's not just all about money. Let's take a look at your Oracle cards. Let's try this one. The Fairy Tale Fortune cards. Mountain, a challenge or enemy to face. The Garden, celebrations and new friendships. The Ship, a journey, progress, and a reward for you. The Heart, love, and kindness everywhere. Well, people are going to be so good to you this month. All right. The Mountain, a challenge or enemy to face. This is about the mini competition that I was talking about your career. It's not actually a mountain for you. It just looks like a hill because you're very competitive. You're smart. You're a go-getter. Don't know why my voice is like this right now. And then you'll be able to attain it. There's no high or there's no steepy mountain for you. You can climb up the mountain and you can conquer everything. Now, the Garden, celebration and new friendships. Like what I said, people will be praising you, people will believe in you, and they will have more respect for you because you're going to be winning. The Ship, a journey, progress, and a reward for you. This is more about the career, like a new journey. The ship is coming, you're about to sail. The Heart, love, and kindness everywhere. Well, you're a very kind person and generous, but at the same time, you have too much trust issues. That you just need to understand that not all people, you need to doubt them or you need to shield yourself from them. You always have to hide from your shell. You need to understand that some people are just naturally born as, like kind-hearted and nice, and they just simply like you, not because that they have like hidden agenda or like something that's in return that they really want to do. So you just need to open up your heart, you just need to open up your mind to other people. Okay, now the Star, follow your star and see your path, which is this is your path to success. You are now trekking it. The Coffin signals endings, loss, and change. Well, I hate to say it, but it seems like this is for your marriage, or this is for your relationship that's already been rocky and already on the edge. The path decisions find a way ahead. You will be caught up in the crossroads, and it seems like you need to make a decision sooner or later. Like, like what I said, you don't know if you should make this sacrifice again or you should just pursue with your career. And then when you pursue your career, you're so successful. What about your kids? What about your family? What about their emotions? And if you would just make another sacrifice and follow your spouse there, what if there's someone else? What if there's already like, like another family? Because you've been like apart for far too long. So there's like a very tough decision that you have to make here. Okay? The flowers are a gift of happiness to come. So whatever your decision will be, it will lead to a path to happiness. All right, let's move on to your month of February. Mm-hmm. The star, the fool. Mm-hmm. Looks like you're going to be making a decision, of cutting off this fire sign, and you're going to be, you're going to choose your career. And all of a sudden, this person is coming home. Okay. So that's the only thing that you need for this person to come home, because it seems like this person is also trying to play, like I'm the man, I'm the one that you're supposed to listen to. Very traditional, conventional, and stereotypical. Alrighty. And when it comes to your workplace, there will be some arguments, or like someone's gonna be like starting up a fight, or even if there's no need to fight, there's someone who will be creating some commotion. Okay. And this is somebody that is feeling a little bit insecure. This is not the other one that you're competing with, but this is another person. And it seems like this person is feeling so insecure because for how many years that this person has been serving the company, they haven't been given any break or any sort of this kind of, competition, or this kind of break or opportunity or chance. So they're going to start some problems, and then you're going to dig up, or you're going to know about it, or you're going to find out about it. And suddenly you're the only one who can resolve it, but then this person will be losing their job. So this is partly one of your, let's say, trainings, okay? For you to make a very tough decision about someone who will go against the company. Even though that this person has been serving the company for like a very, very long period of time. But, the way they will be retiring is something that's not really pleasant. Although you will be fighting for their benefits, or you will be fighting for whatever they really deserve. Which is, you have a good heart, but your management doesn't want you to practice having a like big emotions over people, which is for you, that's not really the right thing. Anyway, you have a lot of wishful thinkings during this month, and especially this is a love month. But the thing here is, You know to yourself that this fire sign has been lying to you. And you can feel that there is someone else. You can feel that there is like something different that's been going on, and you already have an inkling. Even though that you're already used to the pain and to the unfair treatments, silent treatments, lies, deceptions, and everything, you're just pretty much tired. And for you, you're so happy that you really made the right decision of not to choose of sacrificing your career. Now, once this person, right in the middle of the month, this is where you're going to be making a decision to cut it off, give it up. And you will also be explaining it to your kids if you have one. And you will also have a long talk, over the phone. But this person will remain stubborn and will not be very accepting. So, what this person is going to do is that they will come home and rush to you, to try to fix things up. But for you, it's like, no, I'm done. I know that it's been like something has been going on for quite a long period of time, and this person will be denying it. They can't stand the change, and they still want to have both of you, which is for you. It's like you're crazy, to think that I will allow you to do that, and I will be sharing, or will still be tied up to someone who's very promiscuous. So I don't feel like this is the time where you will be filing for a divorce, either one of you. But this person will try to have a break and spend holidays with you. Not really holidays in like occasion, but will be opting for a leave or a vacation just to spend time with you. And they know what they did, On the other hand, it's a good thing because they are also afraid of losing you. It's just that they are too insecure because you're too competitive. Now, when it comes to your, like what I said, in your workplace, there is someone who will be feeling so insecure and will be. It looks like you're going to be dealing with a lot of insecurities this month as well, Looks like this person will be showing some aggression, desperation, and they will be acting on their emotions. So they're going to be creating some problems. There will be some works, deadlines, clients, files that will be very much affected. And you're the only one who can sort it out. Now, there's nothing that you can do, to prevent the company from firing this person. But you will just try to talk to this person, about resigning, to save their pride and to save their face, just to honor their years of service in the company. And you will still be fighting for the benefits, after their retirement or after their whatever it is that they have served in the company, which the company will also deny to provide it. But this is where you're gonna, start coming in and fighting for their people. It's gonna be like long and laborious process, but the one who's at the top of the food chain will see that you can really and definitely be a very good boss because you have a heart and you have consideration to your people. It's not just all about greed. It's not just all about business. So, surprisingly, you will be getting a like an extra credit for that. Even though the rest of the, let's say, board members or the rest of the senior officers will not like your decision, but you will get a like an applause from the highest officer or boss or whatever it is at the top. Now, when it comes to your love life, at this point you just want to think about your kids. You just want to think about your family. But you will be feeling a little bit defensive, or you will be raising your walls up. You're ready for battle, okay? You're ready to, to listen to the tricks and the deceptions and alibis. But this is also the time where you will be making a certain decision, Like, I really want to give up, and I can't really live this kind of life anymore. But my kids, my kids love their father or their mother, and I just can't seem to, see them breaking their hearts. Even though that, especially if you have two or twins. And at this point, you want to set aside your own decision. There will be some closeness, or there will be some, like the two of you will try to work things out. Of course, that there will be some intimacy that will be happening, and that will be, that will go on between the two of you. But to yourself, as far as your observation goes, because you know your spouse very much, you've known each other for quite a long period of time, and you know when there's something new, something different, and you can smell if there's a new energy around them. And you can tell this to yourself. Now, and this is also the time where you're going to say, yeah, I'm very successful when it comes to my career, but I'm so unhappy with my love life. Like, when will the happiness come in? Now, it comes to you, singles, this month. Looks like... Looks like you're going to be in for someone who will be more of a very secretive person. Someone who will try to pursue you. Someone who will try to act like they're fun, exciting, full of thrill. And they're going to be teaching you some new stuff, Like if you're not really into some outdoorsy stuff, then this person loves to do it in the nature. And because of this, you will be having a lot of good times. But then at the end of the day, that's the only time that you will know that this person is not yet ready to fully commit. And they don't want your relationship to be known or to be out. Okay, especially that when you're in public or when you're in a restaurant, you can't just, be... You can't simply act like real couples, or you can't act like you're so happy and stuff like that. So that's the time where your instincts will start kicking in that, this person might be married. Okay? So try to sharpen your observation skills. And if ever that this person is kind of obvious that they're still with someone, cut it off. Okay? Now when it comes to your health, looks like you're going to be building your own diet plans, your healthcare stuff. Even though that you're going to be feeling so weary and drained, and you will also have some fever, cough, and flu because your body is, kind of giving up with this trust that you're going to be taking all of it, love life, personal, and work. So you also need to rehydrate because you need to rehydrate, and at the same time, you need to pee on time. Don't hold it off. Because your kidney will also become an issue. Not this month, but sooner or later. Okay? Let's take a look at your Oracle cards. Ship, the clover, good luck, insight, and protection. The bird tweets gossip and worry soon passing. The whip, conflict and irritation at home. I feel like it's more of irritation at work. Sometimes this is actually the death card, but the signals for loss and change doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to be the ending of everything. Could be the end of an era, the end of a problem, the end of something that you're going through, and the end of something that you are currently, battling with. The end of a problem, So it seems like you're ready to make the decision, but your partner isn't. Okay? The only thing that you need to end is that person's affair. Okay. The ship, a journey, progress, and a reward for you. Well, like what I said, you will be surprised with an applause and with a credit from the highest, from the head honcho. And the clover, good luck, insight, and protection. It is because that you have a good heart and you have you're being guided by your angels. Okay, you have a very sharp instinct. The bird tweets gossip and worry soon passing. Now, people will start talking about you right behind your back. as you know, like what I said, this whole thing that's going to happen in your workplace, which is the whip, conflict, and irritation at home, it's more of irritation at work. People, it's going to be like long and laborious process of fighting for this person, and it's just normal. I mean, come to think of it, you've been working for like 30, 20 more years in a company, and those newbies, that just come in, or that they are just working with the company for 5 or 10 years, and you were not really given any chance or opportunity. Okay, so this is, it's just normal for them to feel so emotional because they have hope that they will, get a reward, or they will get a like something out of their loyalty. One more thing in workplace. Don't stay far too long in a workplace if you feel like there's no movement. If you feel like you're being stuck in a corner and the life, people, and time has been passing you by and you're just in the same old desk, you know? So, if you feel like there's no growth there, create a growth of your own. Create your own opportunity. Instead of just being emotional and feeling so, you know, that the world owes you that opportunity. Because you've been there and you've stayed there for a very long period of time because you've been loyal. Companies don't really, not all. Companies don't reward employees for being faithful and loyal. Companies will reward you for being a big contributor if you're going to be an asset. And if you're going to be like, like a lucky charm. All right? They need people like that, to prevent the companies from hiring and training and wasting time again from investing into new people. But it's also up to you. Okay, give yourself an opportunity or create an opportunity if the world or the universe or the company would give you that. All right? Now, flowers are a gift of happiness to come. This is about your home. Now, you're in for a lot of surprises this month, insecurities and happiness. That unexpectedly your spouse will be coming home to work things out. The star, follow your star and see your path, which you've already done. And the coffin, I've already discussed it. The sun radiates success and shines in all you do. You're going to be, like you thought that your marriage will be ending, and you thought that despite of a very critical position, that you have done for this person in your company, there's still happiness at the end of it. All right? Moving on to your month of March. This month of March looks like the first half will be starting out good, but then the problem still persists. Looks like there's another problem that you have to solve. But this will be government inclined, or will be getting down into some legal labor process. And this is where all of your expertise will start coming in. Now, some of you will also be dealing with some, some infidelities. And this is also the time where you will really find a solid evidence that your partner has another family, or another person or woman, or, person. You can't always just, you're not really a selfish person. And you know that you can't always just use your kids as an excuse not to leave this relationship. But see it for yourself. You want to set an example that staying in a marriage that is not really healthy and unfair is really ideal. especially if you have two girls. They need to learn how to fight for themselves and know the right from wrong. That, that, that if a person really loves you, they're going to support you with your endeavor instead of trying to ruin it. All right, this month of March looks like there will be some family outings or holidays you're going to be taking on a quick out of town trip, and you're going to be very happy, but still you feel like something is missing on the inside. Something is still not complete, not right, or you feel like something is not yet done. So, this is also the time where you will find out that there's like a real evidence. Either you're gonna overhear your spouse talking to someone on the phone, and they're kind of whispering or they're kind of arguing with someone that they're gonna be home soon or something like that. And this is also the time where you feel like, should I confront this person? Should I really, make a decision about giving it up, or should I like this, should I like that? But instead, you will just try to hide the fact and you will just bottle it up. But what's important is that you're already aware, that your instincts are totally true. Now, when it comes to your workplace, someone's gonna be lying, or someone will be stealing something from the company, more likely files, not money. And right before you start, like this new project, you will be leading a team of 12. And right before this starts, there will be another problem that will be, like a catching up your attention. But you will get it sorted out, okay? Now, someone will also be, you have to deal with some labor problems or some labor issues or some governmental, whatever it is. And you will be dealing with a lot of stress all at once, because your bosses or the higher ups will be counting on you to resolve this problem and conflict, especially there will also be some media that will be involved. Okay, the company hates it when they are put in a very bad limelight, and you need to take control of this. And this is the reason why that you feel like, oh my god, I'm so overwhelmed, like I'm taking too much of a responsibility all at once. Oh, the pay is gonna be really good. Now, when it comes to your love life, looks like even though that you already know the truth, you don't want your babies to know, what's really happening. But you will be talking to this person, and you'll be talking to your spouse about, about the truth. Even though they're still gonna deny it, even though that they're still gonna try to, lie to you. What you're gonna be doing as a decision is that you'll say that you're not gonna file for a divorce, but you don't want to be with them anymore. They're free to be with that person, with the other person, and there's no need to lie. There's no need to hide it because it's already obvious and you overheard them. So there's no confirmation, there's no apologies, and there's no like I'm sorry, like this and like that. Nothing. They're just gonna keep quiet, and you're just gonna have all of your words and say and walk away. You will stay, let's say, married or together for the sake of your kids, but physically, emotionally, and mentally, you're no longer together. Okay, so you will just make a decision till the time is right, until the kids are ready. That's the only time. So there's nothing that this person can do except to accept your decision, because they are also feeling so guilty. And at the end of the day, you will crumble and you'll have your last cry. Because, deep inside of you, even if you, no matter how strong you are, you will still feel the pain of, like, why? What is it that I don't have that the other person have? Like I'm smart, I'm pretty, maybe my body is not like how it used to be, but I still look good, you know. I'm successful and stuff like that. But men who are actually insecure, they love someone who that they can manipulate. They love someone that they can, who can follow them, who can just always say yes, 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 yes. Okay? And they like it. I mean, I'm not generally speaking that, all of them are like that, but most, okay? Mostly of the men or people who are very insecure, they want someone who can just always say yes to them, who can just like to follow them, and they don't want someone who will be their competitor. All right, so that's one thing that you have to understand, just to answer one of your questions, like why. And when it comes to your sex life, singles, looks like you're still looking for something that is not really there. You will also be discovering something about yourself this month, that maybe that the love that you're looking for is not in the field that you really want to be in, or it's not really in that place or people that you're trying to be with, but there is something else. Okay? So there will be some experimentations, and you will be meeting somebody that will be opening up your eyes, or that will be opening up your system to something unknown. Okay? Now, when it comes to your health, I'm not saying that you're going to be getting involved with someone who's already married, but this is going to be a lot of fun. Now, when it comes to your health, you'll be leaving a lifestyle or eating habits, that's just making you sick. Some of you will just instantly withdraw from drinking or smoking. Good for you. And there will be like second and third week that you're going to be food binging. But like what I said, this is part of your depression, okay? And you need to take care of because you're having some problems with your left arm, left hand, and to your shoulder, and then your ribs on the right is also, sometimes it's so painful, and then your the back of it's like your pelvis, sometimes it's also painful. So you need to go and check out with your doctor what can you do about it, and you also need to strengthen your immune system. All right, so let's take a look at your oracle cards for this month before we proceed to your month of April. The dog, a loyal and faithful companion. The heart, love, and kindness everywhere. The man, symbol of you or a significant person. The horse, good news coming from near or far. The path, decisions, find a way ahead. I have a feeling that your spouse will be making a decision of coming back. Well, the question here is it really too late? Now, the dog, a loyal and faithful companion. You're looking for someone who can be there for you through thick and thin, and who can be supportive of you and understanding with all of your ordeals. Right after all of your sacrifices and everything that you have given to this person or to this relationship, you only want to be appreciated. The heart, love, and kindness everywhere. Not because that you're going through something painful and something dire, then you will be taking it out on other people. Don't express bitterness, and don't enwrap your heart with darkness. Okay, still break through from this and let your heart shine out, and other people will also see your light. And that is what a strong person is made of. The man, symbol of you or a significant person. Well, This is your, either this is you or your spouse, okay? The horse, good news coming from near or far. Something new, something good, is something really ecstatic is coming your way, which is, I feel like that's something to do with the final decision that you're waiting for from your workplace. The path decisions, find a way ahead. Like what I said, is it really too late to forgive? Is it too late to start all over again? Or do you feel it in your heart that you can't really do it anymore? The star, follow your star and see your path. You will be fulfilling your path. The flowers are gift of happiness to come. The tower, destiny and protection. Even though that someone will be asking for your forgiveness and you've already been hurt, you feel like, what's done is done and once is already enough. So there's a lot of work to do. And there's also a lot of things to make a decision about. All right, moving on to your month of April. All right, moving on to your month of April. It's a good thing that I have waited for my energy to be fixed and for me to be ready for this reading because, in the past, when I tried to force myself to do a reading, even though I'm not really in the right, let's say, energy or right health, then the reading always comes out negative. Okay. Although, in some cases, there are some signs that really have to go through some storms. Okay. But when I first tried recording the Cancer, sorry about that. Okay, when I tried to do the readings in the past, or when I first recorded the Cancer video, there were a lot of bad cards that came out. So I said, okay, I really don't want to deliver this kind of news to these people because they've been waiting for this reading, for like a long period of time, and I have to wait till I'm really ready. Some people, by the way, thinks that reading a card or reading tarot is just like reading a book. But reading a card or reading tarot requires a lot of your energy, requires a lot of our energy. So when I am not really in the right energy, I can't say mood, because mood is different. But when I'm not in the right situation or right energy, or when I am not feeling well, I really refuse to do the reading. Okay? Whether you're obligated or not. And if you want your money back, fine. I'm going to refund it to you. There's nothing that I can do about it. And most of the time, especially during this retrograde, there are a lot of manipulative people who's been like, if you can do my reading right now, as in right now, then give my money back. So I do give their money back, instead of forcing myself to do a reading and deliver some bad news. Although in some instances, if it's really, if the messages are really coming from the cards, just like this, then there's nothing that I can do. Okay? Because the messages are already coming from them. So, sometimes patience is the key. And one more thing, for those people who's been making comments in my videos, thank you so much for watching, sharing, and subscribing. But I just want to let you know that no one is manipulating or, whatever it is in my general reading. Whatever the card will show or whatever story that they will be convey, because you have to let the cards talk to you. And some people will say, okay, so it's just like a cards that you're just gonna show or lay just for the sake of having some cards, but you're not really reading them. It's not, okay? You don't read the cards like A, B, C, D, and E. Okay, you read the cards as how they want to convey the message to you, or how you actually see it as a sentence and not as like per letters. Okay? So, let's take a look, Cancer, finally this month of April for you. What's in store for you? Now, there will be some, let's say, you'll be rejoicing during this month because finally there is something that you will be accomplishing. And your bosses, okay, it's not just the head honcho. Your bosses will also be very, very impressed. You know, especially if you're a woman, that you're able to go through some tough situations without breaking down, without crying, or without whining, or without asking for any help. They will, they will be admiring your strength and your solidity in a situation because you're tougher than a guy. Okay, and you will also be attending a very important event, party, gala, or something like an invitation. Plus, you will also be traveling or will be planning to travel within the next 2 days, 2 weeks, or 2 months. Okay, some female Cancers, you will also find out that you are pregnant during this month. Now, when it comes to your workplace, there are some tough decisions that you have to make, which is, I feel like you need to be a little bit away for a little while during this month. And you need to be away from your team. You also need to be away from your family. This is a training or conference that you have to stay away from there for, like, let's say, less than a month. Okay? And this is very important. This is very important for your role that you have to take over sooner or later. Actually, one more thing is that the position that are being promised to you, or the position that is being promised to you, even though they haven't really made it as official, they will be giving you a lot more tasks for you to practice, for you to get used, for you to get used to your future responsibilities. And there's someone, more likely your contender, that will not really like the treatment or the limelight or attention that you're getting. So it's just natural for someone to be so envious and threatened, okay, of your success and of your undertakings. But just be a little bit more patient, and they will soon learn how to bow down and how to, respect your boundaries. All right? Now, when it comes to love, all right? When it comes to love, there is someone, which is more likely your spouse, that, as I told you last month, you've already made a decision in the month of March. But here in the month of April, that will be acting a little bit vindictive, even though they cannot really get whatever they want from you. They have tried to work it out. They've tried to take some holidays. They've tried to come to you, woo you. But then, it's not your problem if you actually stumbled upon the truth. And, once is enough. And you have endured a lot of pain in this relationship, and you feel like you just couldn't really take it anymore. I don't see any divorce, but I feel like this person will try to deprive you financially. The thing here is, even if this person will, you're not really worried because you're making a lot more money than this person. Okay? And even if financially they're not going to be there for you and your kids, they know that you can make it on your own, so they're going to be like holding back their presence, or they're going to be using your kids against you. So I don't see any divorce whatsoever, but this person will not let you go. Whatever it takes, whatever happens, and however you want it. And this is also the time that you will be toughening up. You're going to show this person that you can't ruin me. You can't destroy me. You can't just use this manipulation on me. And this is also the time where you have to practice a little bit of a tough love on your children. Okay? Because you're so sick and tired of this person's manipulation and this person's, you know, acts. Acts and their stage crying. Because they've already cried in front of you. And it seems like this person is pretty much determined that, to put their attention on you. And they're the one who will be accusing you of having someone else. So whatever they're going to be throwing at you, whatever they're going to be telling you, whatever they're also going to be accusing you of, those are the things that they are doing. So you don't have to ask any more questions. They're the one who's just going to simply give it to you. Okay? Now, singles, you are going to be so dissatisfied with your sex life. Even couples who are not going through the same thing like this. You're going to be a little bit dissatisfied with your sex life. You are going to be missing those good old times. Those times that you were in your honeymoon stage and you feel like, where did all those good times gone? Now for singles, you will be meeting somebody who's having some ED, or you're dating somebody right now that has an ED. And this is what you need to, to deal with. And at first you thought it's only like, because you're both tired, but right now it's been like going on for quite a few times already. And it's time for you to make a decision. All right? Even though you have feelings for this person, but you can't really live without the happiness. Now, some of you will be going through some emotional depression and emotional withdrawal. Adopting a pet, having a pet, or having an emotional extension of your soul and heart will actually be doing good to you. Okay? Or will do good a lot of things to you. Now, Now, you also need to be careful about, you also need to be careful about animal fur, what do you call this, like ticks and fleas. Especially if you've been having some unusual bumps and itchiness in your scalp, in your hidden parts, and I feel like it's time for you to always it's time for you to disinfect and do some spring cleaning in your house. Okay, if you already have an existing pet. Now, you're pretty much determined right now. Your head is very strong, very focused, but your body is not cooperating anymore. It's time for you to get some rest. It's time for you to lay down a little bit. And it's time for you to, take a little breather. Okay? You need to recuperate. You need to rest. You need to recover from all of the things that you're currently going through. Even a warrior, needs a day off. And check your eyesight. Check your vision. And sometimes, especially when you're driving, if you're having some blackouts, if you're seeing some stars, or you're having some nausea, it's time for you to go and visit with a doctor. Plus, be careful in eating anything raw, salad, sushi, or some raw meat that I don't know what do they do with that, but just be very careful about that because it might be infected by parasites. And there are some things that you're currently going through, especially if you've been feeling so, always tired, having some bad breath, and losing a lot of weight. It's time for you to go and sit and talk to your doctor if there is any possibility of parasites in your body or system. Anyway, let's take a look at your oracle cards. I'll be using the angel oracle cards. Guardian of abundance, messenger of emotion, messenger of action, be open to success, seeing clearly, letting go for a thought. Guardian of abundance, this is a time of great success for you. All your plans are blessed and will move forward perfectly. Unexpected job opportunities arise in the near future. Make sure to accept them. This card indicates that someone with an amazing career is involved in the situation, and this is a powerful person with a great integrity who enjoys hard work, and this person could be you. This is about the the contrast that you have to be away from for a long period of time. Well, yeah, it could be less than a month or 3 months or something like that, because there's also training involved. It has something to do with the growth of the company that you have to, guard it with your life. Okay. Now, messenger of emotion, this is the beginning of a new emotional experience that could grow into something deeper. You may receive a message expressing feelings that you didn't even know were developing. A social invitation could soon be on its way to you. There's a person involved who's very gentle and loving, with only the kindest of intentions. It could be you, especially if you're artistic, shy, and sensitive. Well, looks like you're going to be meeting someone new. Messenger of action, something new and exciting related to creativity of your career comes to attention. You feel an eagerness to learn and you're ready to get going. Although you may feel insecure, do it anyway. This card represents someone in your life, or maybe you, who is creative, enthusiastic, and fascinated by life and who wants to try everything. Be open to success. Look at all the wonderful things you can do when you listen to your divine guidance. You've balanced so many different priorities and have come out as a winner. There will be a lot of recognition and praise headed your way, but don't be shy. Allow others to shower you with gratitude you deserve. Seeing clearly, it's time to view things from a different perspective. You have the blessed gift to see past the current situation and envision amazing possibilities. Don't worry, deposit the momentum while you think your plan won't last. Embrace your uniqueness and allow it to serve you. Letting go of releasing the past can seem like a challenge, but it can also be liberating. Your angels will help you let go so that you can fly higher than ever before. Endings always herald new beginnings. Choose to allow the situation to lead you to a more joyful life. Change your life by changing your thoughts. For your thoughts, spend time in nature listening for guidance from your angels and your own inner voice, because overanalyzing the situation will provide the answers you're seeking. Consider taking a vacation or small break to help you rejuvenate and become clear on what your next step should be. Meditation can be very helpful. This is about the I told you that you need to get some sleep. Your mind is like I really want to go for that. Yes, I can do it, But your body is no longer cooperating, and they're just too tired, they're too drained, they're too, they can't really keep on going anymore. So, time for you to get some rest. Healer of emotion, this is a time to follow your heart and feel the fullness of your emotions. You may feel so compelled to nurture others that you forget to care for yourself. Flashes of intuition provide you with incredible insights. You or another person is a kind, tender-hearted, loving, and trustworthy friend. Alrighty, let's take a look at your May forecast. Oh. Someone's going to be moving out of your house. And someone's going to be leaving. To some of you who's dealing with a water sign, looks like this person will try to embark on a new journey and will try to think of a lot of ways on how to, especially if you're with a Pisces, and how to improve their life. And some of you will also start thinking of moving because you will be relocated by your job or your company. Ooh. Well, there is a success that's going to be starting this month. But there will be a few more intrigues and a few more gossips, problems, issues that you have to deal with, but you'll be able to surpass it. That's a good thing. That's actually the good news, Even if there will be some problems that will be coming your way, issues and other stuff, what's important is that at the end of the day, that you will be surpassing it, that you'll be resolving it, and that you will be going through it. Ooh. Looks like this month, singles, you're gonna be in for some hot romance. And someone's gonna give you pleasure voluntarily. Just make sure that you're not gonna have sex in the office. Alright. You're thinking, just for this spouse of yours to leave you alone, you're thinking, like, should I just move? You will be thinking, you'll be planning of moving to a new place, new house, new city. And I feel like this is also the time that you'll be requesting for your company to transfer you, because in the place where you'll be holding up the conference, there is your company have a branch there, and there's also a possibility of you holding that same position or a higher position. And since that you're also being trained and being briefed for that position, you'll be requesting a transfer altogether. Okay, so this is still yet to be seen, and this is still yet to be approved. And this is yet to be let's say discussed about. And you will try to get along with some of your work colleagues in that branch, and you will also, let's just say that the other person will be trained for a different branch, and you will be trained for a much bigger branch. Okay, and since that you really want to avoid your spouse altogether, because like what I said, this person is not going to let you go. Even if you will file for the divorce, they're not going to sign it. So you'll try to do your best, and I feel like things will go smooth in this during this month. And somehow like what I said, the first few weeks of this month, things will be a little bit better. You'll be moving on. You'll be moving forward. But then I feel like the approval will not be done during this month. It's yet to be seen, like what I said. So all of your expectations, some of your requests will not be granted during this month because you're still needed in your mother company or in your mother branch. And when it comes to your love life, you've been wondering a lot of things. You've been wondering a lot of issues, making a lot of balancing, and you feel like it's just really time. Because the person that I am married now is not the person that I really fell in love with. The thing here is people change. People will always change. That will always be a part of the equation. That's part of the human nature. So you can't say that the person that I'm with is not the person that I fell in love with, because that person is still innocent and fresh, and that's the person that you haven't really known before. But the person that you're with right now is somebody that you need to accept for who they are. If they are promiscuous, if they are just, if they are just too much of a player, then that's who they really are. And that's also the part that you did not see in the past. So this is who they really are, okay? And you don't really like this facade or this personality of them, even though you've been together for how many years. And this is also the first time you're going to say, I don't know you. It's like I've married a stranger. Even though you're childhood sweethearts or you've been together since college or high school or whatever, people change. Okay? It just so happens that this person is getting deluded and drowning in their own insecurities that they cannot really get over and that they cannot conquer on their own. All right? So, it's time for you to deal with some tough decisions. And you don't want to talk to this person anymore, even though this person will try to reach out to you when it comes to their kids or when it comes to your kids. Okay? But when it comes to your kids, you don't want to take them away from their father or mother. Okay? So, now when it comes to your male Cancer, looks like you are going to be getting a heads up from someone who's really like head over heels with you. Like what I said, just make sure that you're not going to have sex in the office. Female Cancers, looks like you're going to have a lot of fun during this month, because the person that you've been eyeing for, the person that is, let's say, your crush or someone that you really, really like, will finally be having sex with you. Well, the result is, it's yet to be seen. I feel like it's going to be like great, even though it's not that great, because this person is not really the boyfriend kind of a material, and you're looking for a real relationship. You're already sick and tired of having a lot of fun, having some unusual hookups, and you just want to settle down because you're finally over that person who had hurted you in the past. And you've been like asking you've been asking questions to yourself. Is that person still going to come back? Should I still wait? Or should I just move on? And that's the reason why you've been like making a lot of choices, because you're trying to stall. But the thing here is, right after choosing the one that you really want to be with, that's the time that this person from the past will start coming back into your life. Now, obviously, the question is why? Why now? Now, when it comes to your health, you need to opt for some, stretching, get out in the sun, do a bit of a jogging, walking if you can't run, and you need to sweat it out. You will also have some problems with your throat, sore throat, thyroid, having some lump in your throat. Hopefully it's not really that serious. And you'll be feeling a little bit nauseous and feeling a little bit lightheaded during this month. Some Cancers will also find out that they are pregnant or that they are about to give birth during this month of May. And some of you needs to really leave your smoking habits behind. You will experience some swelling, infection in your fingers, in your feet, and ulcers, bad breath, and your taste buds are no longer working. So it's time for you to start going into therapy, okay? And I feel like some of you will be feeling so happy and elated because of a new baby that's going to be coming your way, whether you're male or female Cancer. Alrighty, let's take a look. I'll be using the fairy tale fortune cards right now. The heart, love and kindness everywhere. The dog. Ooh. The heart, love, and kindness everywhere. You need to open up yourself. You need to open up your heart to kindness and love. And don't let your heart be enwrapped with darkness and bitterness. The dog, a loyal and faithful companion. You are loyal and faithful once you've really given up once you've given your love and dedication to someone. But unfortunately, you always ended up with someone who is unfaithful and disloyal. The tower, destiny, and protection. Sometimes there are some expectations in our lives that doesn't really happen, granted or meet. This is what's going to happen to you this month. Trust that, when the universe doesn't give you whatever you're wishing or want during at this point, it means that there's something much better for you. Okay, or that they're still boiling it for you. The flowers, your gift of happiness to come. You will be really fulfilled and happy with your career. The cross, a burden to bear and maybe a spirit nearby. This is where you're starting to look for some guidance. Look for some signs and symbols. And if you already have, let's say, parents or grandparents that you're very close to in the past and you're looking for their guidance, trust that they are touching and they are embracing you during this very tough moment that you need some company. Feel their presence. Okay, the child, beginnings, kindness, and good company. Like what I said, some of you will be giving birth, some of you will find out that you are pregnant, and some of you will be dealing with some child issues or children issues. The scythe, a sudden blow, brings shock and sorrow. Something will be cut off all of a sudden in your life. The mouse, what's eating away at you? Well, it's your burdens and your depressions and your frustrations in life. That's what's been eating you up. Because you feel like I'm so, like I'm smart, everyone looks up to me, everyone likes me, everybody wants to be with me, but how come that my very own spouse traded me for somebody that is not even in my fingertips, doesn't even measure mine? So that's what's been eating you up. You don't have to feel so insecure. You are who you are, and you're beautiful, and you're smart, and you deserve somebody that's better. Okay, don't compare yourself to something that is lower than you. All right, moving on to your month of June. Ooh. Oof. Okay. Looks like this month of June, well, I can't say that it's not really that favorable. But some, especially when it comes to your workplace, there will be a lot of commotions. There will be some issues with the other person who also wants your position, who wants your job, and who wants, same privilege that you are getting right now. And there will definitely be a fight. right, this month of June, you will be hearing from this fire sign, and this person wishes to make peace. Okay, they're kind of also a little bit resentful and remorseful, and they're gonna try to, to fix things up. But still, I don't see any divorce. And they feel so sad and lonely. And for you, there's a part of you who feels sorry for this person, but at the same time, you feel like, I need to be strong, and I can't just feel sorry for this person right after what they did to me. Now, when it comes to your workplace, there is somebody who will be taking the credit of something that you have worked hard for. And even though the management knows who worked for that, but it seems like they're gonna have a little bit of an entertainment because they want to watch the two of you fight. You will be confronting this person who's been taking credit for all of your hard works, and there will be big arguments. They want to know how you're going to be dealing with this very tough situation and very tough and challenging unethical fight. And it seems like this person will be losing their stance. Okay, the other person. Still, you're going to be the winner. It's just very predictable already. Now, when it comes to your love life, this is where you're going to be like filing for a divorce, or like will be pushing for the divorce, and you will be like, for you it's like, nope, come what may, you're right, you sign it or not, it's still going to push through. I still want to do it. And because you've already had enough of this person, and they will just keep on coming back. But then there will always be some silver linings. And this is actually the thing about this person. Every time that they're going to do something to you, they're going to try and make it up to you. And this is how they have managed to make you fall in love with them. But not at this point. Not at this time. Now, when it comes to you singles this month, looks like you're going to be breaking from your normal habit. And you're going to get involved with somebody. You will be meeting someone who works for the church. This is a very attractive person. And this is someone who is... what do you call this? Like someone who's studying theology? Or someone who's already ordained, and they're still, at the verge of making a decision, should they just go in or should they just go out. And this person will not tell you, the truth about them until that you're just going to stumble that they are, about to go into the church or about to be a part of the church. It's a little bit weird, but you're going to be a little bit surprised. So there's there is a sacrifice that you have to make. Now, migraines, headaches, sinusitis as well. You will be feeling a little bit allergic to the weather changes, and again, parasitic issues. It's time for you to it's time for you to go and visit your doctor. Your health your health will be improving, and you'll be working up on your health. But then there will also be still some pertaining issues about your eyes. You also need to rehydrate, and you need to drink some more healthy juices. Okay, nothing colored and nothing like soda. Natural juices, like squeezed fresh orange, lemon, and other stuff. That's good, and also coconut. But, like processed juice and other stuff, nah, it's not really good. And you'll also be much more organic. Some of you have gained a lot of weight, so you will try to lose weight during this month as well. Alrighty, let's take a look at your oracle cards. I'll be using the angel oracle cards. So I'll be alternating it, okay? Guardian of action, messenger of thought, aid of emotion, helper of thought. Embrace those around you, aid of thought, open your heart, and a win-win solution. Okay, Guardian of action, it's time for you to step up and be the leader. Your natural leadership skills are being called into action. This is your moment in the sun to move into the light and shine for all to see. This card is also about a person who has a charisma, is inspiring, enjoys a challenge, and loves the spotlight. Messenger of thought, a new topic or intellectual project is really exciting for you. There's so much to learn before you feel ready to move forward. New information may require changes to your plans. Review all documents carefully. You know will meet or someone who loves to learn and share knowledge. This person is brilliant and truthful, but also blunt and not very diplomatic. Out of emotion, you feel a deep longing for something meaningful in your life. In your heart, you know that there's more out there waiting for you in the world. It may be time to switch careers or move to a new home or city, or initiate other important changes. Do what's right for you and seek out your magical new life. Helper of thought, your life is about to start moving very fast. Events that seem to be on hold suddenly require all of your attention. There's no time to sit and ponder. You've got to get moving. Review the details as best as you can. You know will meet or someone with a very quick mind who instantly grasps what to do. This person is both confident and courageous. Open your heart, allow love to grow and bloom all around you. You've waited for this emotionally fulfilling experience. Ooh, some singles will be getting married for such a long time, and now as the time has come, make your choices by listening to your heart and then following the steps you're guided to take. Joy will lead you to a vibrant and healthy life. A win-win solution. This strengthens diversity by blending the ideas of other people with your own. You can often come up with a solution that's magnificent. Start by focusing on the aspects that everyone agrees upon and then open your mind to compromise and working together. Stay balanced and seek out a moderate approach. Aid of thought, you may feel as though you're restricted by the circumstances you find yourself in, but that's just an illusion. Make a promise to yourself to refuse to be stuck in a situation that's making you unhappy. Don't wait for someone to come to the rescue when you can free yourself. Embrace those around you. There is a time of great spiritual growth for you, making it even more important to surround yourself with those who love you and share your beliefs. Be willing to accept help from others. You can find comfort in traditional solutions, or your heart may long to try out new ideas. Moving on to your month of July. Looks like changes are about to come your way and having a hard time grasping with the situation. You will also be walking away from a particular situation, especially like marriage, but still deep inside of you, you feel so sad. I mean, you're only human. It's just natural that even though you already know the truth, you already know what's going to happen and what will be the bottom line of it, you're still going to feel so hurt because after all, you spent a lot of years of your life with that person. You know, singles this year, I feel like your sex life will not be very fulfilling. Especially this month. Okay, this month of July, supposedly, this is also your birthday month, and the last 2 weeks of June. But it seems like you're not gonna get whatever you want for your birthday. Alright? Some of you will be having sex with someone that looks really astonishing and very like, like woof. But you're just gonna fake your orgasm, okay? Because they're not really good in bed. It turns out that they're gay. Anyway, this month you will be moving on from one situation to another, from one phase to another, one chapter to another. Even though that this is something that you've already predicted that this is what's going to happen, you know to yourself that this is what you really want and this is what you really need. Now, the thing here is you really want this whole thing to be over and done with because it's just eating you up. It's hurting you. It's been consuming a lot of your energies, and it's been like trying to, it's like it's trying to like get the best out of you. And I also feel like you need to be a little bit more aware that if you really need to take some break, because you're also feeling a little bit burned out, after dealing with the June drama in the office and then this drama in your marriage that you've already filed for a divorce, and then your spouse will never ever sign it, and then it's like you're dealing with a lot of things. It's time for you to get a break. It's time for you to take a break. It's time for you to to rest and you recuperate. Okay? You really want something to be over and done with, but you need to be a little bit more patient. You need to wait. Okay? Now, when it comes to your work life, looks like this is where the company will be making the big announcement. Someone's also going to be in black and blue, and someone's also, well, either it's metaphorically or figuratively or literally, but someone's ego will be really, really inflated because they thought that, right after all the rigid trainings that he went through, or that they went through, you're still after all the winner. But you know what? If this person will only be a little bit more patient and grateful, the company has another plan for him or her. Now, sadly, they're just going to blow off and they're just going to, let their steam off and they're just going to lose it. So the opportunity that is supposed to be like awaits them, they're just going to blow it. And they will be very surprised that, oh my God, I shouldn't have acted that way. They're going to be very apologetic. They're going to be booing the entire board or the entire management or team, and it's already too late for them because the management, the senior officers will definitely see that, wow, you don't really deserve this position. You are such a child. So, you are now the reigning winner. Okay? Surprisingly, your spouse will be congratulating you for that, but I feel like you don't really need to hear from them, you don't want to hear from them, and you don't want any more hypocrisy from them. Now, this person will still try to communicate with you more and more and more and more. They're not going to give up to the extent that they will be losing their focus in their job, and they're already on the verge of losing their job. You feel sad for them, and you feel so sorry that they are currently going through because of their guilt. But if they've just been matured enough to be supportive, to be loving, understanding, and, and to at least be a little bit more loyal and faithful despite of everything that you have given and dedicated to this relationship, then at least you would like feel sorry or have a remorse about this whole thing. But at this point, there's nothing left. You can't even feel any remorse. You can't feel any pain. You can't feel any like you can't feel anything. And I feel like wherever you go, this person is going to follow you. Now, the problem here is once they lose their job, it's going to be really a problem for them, as this year is not going to be very favorable for them. Now, singles, when it comes to your sex life, this is supposed to be your birthday month, or you're a Cancer June, but this is the month where you're going to be feeling so dissatisfied. Because you know what? This is no longer the thing that you're looking for. This is not what you really want. Some of you, even though you're still single, but you're in a very casual relationship, or you're in a casual situation, you feel like this is not what suffices you, what makes you happy, and this is what you don't need anymore. And you don't want to it's like you don't want this kind of lifestyle anymore. This is also the time where it's going to be like a turning point for you. Like one morning that you're just going to wake up and say to yourself, I can't do this anymore. I need to find myself. I've been so lost for a long period of time. My career has been doing great. Money's been doing great. But love is something that I feel like I need to pave a way for it to find me. And the person that you're currently seeing with during at this point or during this month will be very surprised. Especially if you're dating a weird one. Okay? Weird one in a lot of sense. Okay? And some of you, Cancer man, you're going to have some problems with your thing going up or, being in the mood. Women, you will try to fake your orgasm with somebody that you're having sex with. Because your emotions are very much affected and something inside of you feels so hollow. Now when it comes to your health, you need some sleep. You need to go and get some sleep and you need to take some rest. Okay? You also need to meditate for you to regain some spiritual balance and to heal your spiritual health. You also need to learn how to balance your time and manage your chores so that you can still have some time for yourself. You will also be a little bit more skin conscious. Some of you will be going for some dermatological light surgery, or they're like nose lift and facelift or something like that. Oh, and hair planting or hair plant, sorry. Or hair cure. So some of you are getting bald. And be very careful in using some cheap products because definitely this is where you're going to have some problems, like long-term consequences. And again, your eyesight. This is what you really need to pay attention. And try to opt out for some fish diet or seafood diet if you're not allergic. Okay? Alrighty, let's take a look at your oracle cards before I proceed to your August forecast. Six of Abundance. Ooh, receiving money. Five of Abundance. Two of Abundance. Ooh, all abundance. See? Five. Alright. Six of Abundance. Heaven opens its loving arms and pours abundance onto you. An unexpected gift is on its way. Accept it with gratitude and humility, knowing that you'll have a chance to return the generosity by giving to others in the future. Consider volunteering for a charitable organization. Five of Abundance, there are times when everyone needs a hand. Your angels want you to know that you needn't to go through your current challenges alone. Accept the help of those around you. The situation you're experiencing is temporary. This may not be the right time to become self-employed. Be patient. Two of Abundance, life may be feeling a little bit out of balance right now. You could be working multiple jobs or trying to make a change to your dream career. It's important to keep things light and stay in touch with your inner child. Make your work as playful as possible. Multitasking with a positive attitude brings success. Three of Abundance, your passions will lead you to your divine life purpose. Do what you love and have confidence in your talent. Learn everything there is to know about your interests by taking classes, getting a mentor, or teaming up with like-minded people. Allow your creativity to soar. Eight of Action, there's so much going on right now that it may be overwhelming to you. And yet it's wonderful to be so busy with the work that you love. Express gratitude for the blessings of heaven that are taking up your time. Even if life feels challenging, if you're asked to travel and take a flight, then do so with confidence. Seven of Abundance, have patience. Sometimes dreams grow slowly. Don't worry, the hard work you've invested will bring about a bountiful harvest. This is a good time to prepare because things will soon move forward quickly. Use this time to rest and plan. Inner strength, you have great courage and kindness. You may not realize how strong and powerful you are, but there's no problem you can solve. The compassion you so freely give to others must also be given to yourself. Stand strong in your convictions if the right answer to tell someone is no. Helper of Action, you're blessed with many wonderful things to do. It would be great if you could take the time to make a plan first, but you probably don't have the time to get busy. Follow your instincts and have fun. You or someone you meet is very self-assured, capable, enthusiastic, and can do anything with a smile. Moving on to your month of August. Ooh. The cards are shown almost the same as the month of July, but alright. It seems like family will be stepping in during at this point. And there will be some family matters that will be getting in your nerve. The last thing that you really want to do is deal with your family. Deal with your spouse's family or ex-spouse. And for this whole thing to escalate into someone else's worries and business. So this is where you're going to be feeling so upset with your ex-partner. Because your partner will still try and work things out, even if they need to call out the entire world or the entire, clan to convince you that you need to work things out. You don't want your family to know what's really going on between the two of you or what really happened, what went wrong, and what is the main reason why you're, by the way, someone who's an earth sign will be coming back into your life. Why things have fallen apart. And some of you will be dealing with somebody from the past, which is an earth sign. You know what? Let's just put it here because this already came out. Alright, this month you will be dealing with some family issues. You have to face your family and your family-in-law. The last thing that you really wanted to do and to discuss this whole thing is to open up your private life to your families. And you will be so upset to the extent that you'll be giving your ex or your spouse a call about the whole family meeting. So I feel like either they're the one who's going to be coming your way or you are the one who needs to come to them. But I feel like it's the first one. Now, when it comes to your workplace, things are really getting a little bit tough and rough. And you'll be practicing some tough rulership. And, oh, some cancers, you're going to be tasked to do. Oh, it's like you're going to be handling some very difficult and complicated projects during this month. And your company will be expecting you to get the contract signed by somebody who's very high and big. Unfortunately, this person, you'll be dealing with an air sign woman. Unfortunately, this person will be giving you a lot more hard time and a lot more, difficulties, but you'll be overcoming it. But this is not the month that you will be conquering the victory. Now, when it comes to your... Ooh, I'm getting a lot of money for you, Cancer. Anyway, you'll be working and working and working, and it seems like you'll be receiving your much increased salary and benefits. But this month, you'll be dealing with somebody from the past who's an earth sign. You feel like this person just came back into the picture at the right moment and at the right time. And there's a part of you feels like, why can't I just use this person to make my partner see that I've already moved on? But you know that if you will do that, it will just complicate more things with your family, with your kids, and with your current situation. So don't drag another soul into your complicated situation at this point. This is not really the right moment for you to get involved with anyone else. Okay? Now, singles. Looks like someone, you need to be very careful during this month because there will be some issues about sexual harassment. Either you're a woman or you're a man, but there will be some issues of sexual harassment, receiving indecent proposal, and you will be feeling disrespected and your privacy has been invaded. Okay? Someone will also try to blackmail you with some of your sex videos, if you have one. Now, yeah, but don't submit to it. Blackmail is actually a crime offense. Now, you are still practicing the discipline of your food lifestyle, healthy lifestyle, but some of you needs to be careful in having sex with someone that you don't really know. Especially if it's long-haired or their hair is not really properly cut because they have some hygiene problems. And also you're going to be very dissatisfied with their size. So this is not really the month that is sexually and romantically in favorable of you. And some of you need to practice some meditation, prayers, or Tai Chi. Good for you. And you will be experiencing a lot of headaches, a lot of pain in your head, a lot of pain in your body. And again, some parasite issues. This has been coming up frequently. It's really time for you to pay attention to this because there is a big possibility. Also, don't stay too late at night because you're already having some problems with your eyes, okay? You need to go and check out with your doctor what is the best possible way for you to overcome this. Some people actually go for some laser. Alrighty, let's take a look at your oracle cards before moving on to your month of September. The fish, money, luck, and creative flow. I told you, I'm seeing a lot of money for you. The man, symbol of you were a significant person. The clouds, doubt, and confusion. Look for the light. The snake exudes charm, flattery. Beware. Oh, this is your spouse. All right. The fish, money luck, and creative flow. You will be abundantly blessed during this month, and you'll be receiving all the rewards of your hard works and efforts. The man symbol of you or a significant person, be the man that you're supposed to be and that you expected to be. The clouds doubt and look doubts and confusion, look for the light. If there is a very cloudy and dark situation that you're in right now, look for a sign, look for some symbols, and look for the light. The snake exudes charm and flattery, so beware. Someone will be approaching you. This is about, singles. If someone will try to, to seduce you and to charm you, just be very careful, because like what I said, some of you will have some sexual harassment issues during this month. The heart, love, and kindness everywhere. Don't forget to be who you really are, and don't let your past define you. The flowers are a gift of happiness to come. You still deserve happiness, and it's still yet to come. The woman, symbol of you or a significant person. This actually came out both. So don't forget the essence of being a woman, okay? Of being of you being a very important person, and being a mother, being a woman, being a wife. Okay, don't forget about that. And the Tower, destiny and protection. Sometimes there will be some big disappointments that's going to be coming your way to alert you and wake you up that there are still some other things existing, like your family. Like what I said, the last thing that you really wanted to do and deal with is your family. And definitely your spouse knows you so much. All right, moving on to your month of September. Someone's going to be leaving your company, but it seems like this person will be very vindictive and will be transferring to a competitor, along with your trade secrets or along with some of your, let's say, plans, especially if you're in a publication or publishing company. All right. This month of September, someone's going to try and mediate the two of you. The thing here is, it looks like your spouse will have a very strong counsel. Okay? And it's not that they want to sign the papers, but they want to, what do you call this? Like block your claim or block your file for, or block your petition for a divorce. So there will be some meetings, arbitration, or something like that, or mostly you'll be attending a deposition as well. And it seems like it's just going to be full of nonsense, so you're going to be walking away. You were not really ready for this. You were not really ready for this whole meeting, and it will be making your spouse so proud and happy. It's not that you're going to be defeated, but you feel like you did not really expected for your spouse to come up with this kind of idea right after shaking your entire family up last month. Now this month, when it comes to your workplace as well, someone will be leaving the company with a bag of grudge, or with luggage of grudge, and they will be moving to a competitor, and they will be revealing some of the things that you've been planning. So what you need to do right now is to change everything that you have discussed, pre-planned, or that you're about to do in the future, because you very well know this person, that they will be revealing whatever it is that you have already planned for next year or for the next few months, and the competitor might just get a grasp of whatever it is that you're going to do. So there will be some emergency creative brainstorming, okay, which you will be leading. Now, love life, you feel like, when will this be over? You will also be demanding 65% of your assets and most of the things that you have, like put up together. And this person will be giving you a lot of hard time. Even though that most of the assets, most of the properties are under your name, you don't actually know that this person have some hidden assets and have some hidden properties that during the time of your marriage or during the time of your consummation, they kept it hidden from you. So you're gonna have another advantage. Okay, now, and this person's still not gonna. They're still gonna ask for forgiveness. They're not yet gonna, they're not gonna budge, and they're not gonna, still sign. Now, when it comes to your sex life, singles, looks like you're going to be stumbling upon someone who is a very rich person, but has a very weird fetish, and someone who is older than you. Now, the one that you'll be seeing with on the side is somebody that is just an average, but more likely working as a mechanic, or you're working in the metal industry. And this is somebody that you really want to be with, but unfortunately, they have a lot of relationship issues or commitment issues. And some of you will be a little bit more experimental, especially if you're bisexual. And when it comes to your health, you will be opting for some backyard gardening or farming, and you'll be a little bit hooked up to herbs. Okay, there's like herb thing that you'll be so obsessed about, and you will be very excited about this new project of yours, this new hobby of yours. And you will try to go back to how you used to be, how you look like, your hair, your hair color. You will also be working on your wrinkles and other stuff. And some of you will have some issues about your mouth, dry mouth. Hopefully it's not cold sore. But you will have some ulcers when it comes to your mouth, and gums, teeth, swelling of your teeth, and toothache. Also having some problems breathing, asthma attacks. All right. Time for your oracle cards before moving on to your month of October. Let's take a look at this. The fairy tale fortune cards. The woman, the moon, ooh, the letter, the book, the man. Ooh, man and a woman. It always comes right next to each other. Oof. Some cancers will be pregnant or will be giving birth during this month. The woman, symbol of you or a significant person. Well, this actually signifies your femininity, or you don't forget to be in touch more with your feminine side. And you being the woman of essence. Okay? The man and honor comes to you and others see your light. Like what I said, don't enwrap your heart with darkness. Let your love and light shine in, and other people will see it. Okay? There goes the moon. So this actually coincides with each other. The letter brings news. Look for its meaning. Well, this is the surprising news that you'll be receiving from your spouse. The book contains a secret other cards reveal its nature. There's something that you need to learn from this. Don't underestimate your spouse, and don't think that, this is already over and this is actually going to stop from here. The man, symbol of you or a significant person. The man actually signifies masculinity, strength, virility, bravado. And this is what you really need right now during this very tough moment. The garden celebrations new friendships. I've already explained to you the heart. The child beginnings, kindness, and good company. Some of you will be planning for a baby, having a baby, or will get pregnant. All right? Moving on to your month of October. Ooh. Looks like the fight is really on. Ooh. Looks like the fight is really on during this month, and it seems like your spouse is gonna fight back. There will be some painful and hurtful things that will be coming your way when it comes to your personal life. The thing here is we're already on the month of October. But this entire year, you will have great heights of success and glory when it comes to your work, finances, achievement. But when it comes to your marriage and personal things, looks like this is where you're going to have a lot of downfalls and tower moments. All right. Now, There will be some actions that your spouse will be doing to you, which is really unexpected. And because of this, you feel like, when will the heartbreak end? It will gone darker and bitter, this fight that's been going on between the two of you, and it will get even much more uglier. Okay? Now, I feel like without the proper preparation, your spouse will just keep on surprising you. Because one thing's for sure is that they know you from head to foot. And this is what you will fail to observe. That you feel like they're just, like silly, perverted person, but they're not. I mean, they're not going to excel in their position or place if they're kind of a dumb and dumber. But your spouse will just get lost and will just get out of control just by getting even and just by not giving up. So there will be a lot more fights. There is a betrayal that you need to that you need to protect yourself from. Choose your own battles. Three of Swords, which is there will be a big heartbreak again, and bad news. So this month of October is not going to be very favorable for you. And when it comes to your workplace, you feel like you need to take a break. You just want to move away for a little while, even though there's like a pending project, or that your company is your company is expecting you to close a deal, to close a contract, to get a contract signed by somebody who's very important, but you feel like this person is just another nuisance that you might just blow off your steam. Okay? And it seems like your spouse will be winning you over during this point. I feel like there's something to do with your kids. That because of the person from the past that will be coming back into your life, like the earth sign last month, that will become more of an issue. And that is what your spouse will be using against you, that you are actually the only one who's been doing something right behind him, right? And then this, your spouse will be using your kids, or will be saying that in front of your kids, and your kids will be like turning against you. And for you to chase him down, that person will be taking away your kids. And this is the reason why that there's like a betrayal, and the Three of Swords came out, like a big heartbreak. And so your spouse is the one who will make it appear that you're the one who needs to be forgiven and will be forgiven, and he will be giving you a second chance. Ridiculous, I know, but it's it's like a chess. Don't feel to be in your guard, because this person will really do anything and everything to manipulate you. This is no longer about love. This is about winning and ownership. And when it comes to your sex life, singles, looks like you're gonna be having a lot of fun with a lot of people during at this point, and it seems like by the end of the month you will be retreating from all of these activities, and that you want to stop from dating for a little while, and you want to hibernate, and you will also tell yourself that you want to celebrate right after all of these activities. Let's see if you can. And when it comes to your health, you will be right after opting for a backyard farming or gardening. This is where the time that you will be very happy that your hobbies are starting to come into fruition. And you also need to balance your time, your health, and your time of eating, because you're not really eating on time. And there will be some problems when it comes to your ulcer. And some of you needs to you will be avoiding white rice or big carbs during this month, and you'll be opting for something organic. Feeling a little bit nauseous and edgy and unstable, and you will be a little bit religious during this month as well. Well, it's good for your spiritual health. Let's take a look at your oracle cards before we proceed to your month of November. Thanksgiving is just right around the corner. Okay, let's just use this. Go within, successful completion, guardian of emotion, a new beginning, 2 of thought, 10 of emotion, 10 of thought. Oh, there's no abundance, but okay. All right, go within. You're a very intuitive person, and there are many wonderful insights that lie waiting inside you. Take time to be quiet and reflect upon the desires of your heart through meditation and prayer. There's no need to take action right now. Be patient with yourself. Successful completion. This is a time of incredible accomplishment. You're justified in feeling joy, a sense of completion, and pride in the amazing job you've done. You've been blessed with many wonderful insights. Soon you'll begin a new journey, but for now, take time to bask in the happiness of your dreams coming true. Guardian of emotion. This situation requires emotional maturity and total trust. You're surrounded by those who have only the best of intentions, so you can rely on the advice you're given. Challenges will be resolved. This card also indicates a generous humanitarian and a refined person whom you can completely depend on. This could be a reference to these characteristics within yourself. New beginning. You're at the beginning of a wonderful journey. There's no need to have any fear as guardian angels walk beside you every step of the way. You have unique gifts to offer the world if you'll just free yourself from that which holds you back. New opportunities will present themselves if you truly believe. 2 of thought. Your angels have noticed that you're not moving forward. You have multiple options that you're reviewing, and you seem to be unable to choose. Ask your angels for signs as to what direction to take, or just listen to your own inner voice. Deep down, you know what to do. 10 of emotion. Life is blessing you with a wonderful and loving family. Great happiness and emotional fulfillment are now on the horizon. Harmony with those you love is assured by offering forgiveness, understanding, and kindness to others. You're rewarded with unconditional love. 10 of thought. The situation that's been troubling you has come to an end, and you can breathe a sigh of relief. With the challenging times behind you, you can now move on. It's important to fully let go at this juncture. Someone in your life may now finally be free of his or her addictions or codependency issues. Helper of emotion. Romance blooms, and if you find yourself falling in love, gifts of flowers, love letters, and poems read aloud are all in your future. Marriage proposals, weddings, and past life connections are possible. Someone new who is romantic, dreamy, and emotional may enter your life, and this person could be an artist who's an idealist about love. All right, let's take a look at your month of November finally. Let's see if you're going to be winning this month. Well, okay. That actually flew. Let's take a look. This actually flew out, so let's just include this. You know, you can't just simply always walk away. Sometimes you have to deal with things like this. Ooh, good. You know, Cancer, when it comes to really, this is just very light or minimal. When it comes to your work life, financial success, money, I don't see any problem. But it seems like you're really going to be dealing with a lot of agony during this month. When it comes to your personal life. So the situation will be reversed. Okay? All right. You know, this month of November is. I know that you will be so busy when it comes to your workplace or when it comes to your career, but it seems like you really need to take a break for a little while in order for you to win through this battle that your ex will be putting up with you. There will be a lot of things that he will be forming, and another betrayal will still be coming up or will be coming out during this month. If you feel like you can just simply walk away, just like how this card flew out, you know, if you feel like you can just simply walk away and let this whole situation be resolved on its own, and you feel like you can just um, let the problem solve on its own, you need to strategize a little bit. There will be, you know, there are some things, occurrences in the past that you need to unearth or that you need to, you know, to like rummage again. And this is what you can do, or this is what you can use against up your spouse, against their claims. Because right now, I feel like there will be a big family breakage. And this is really something unexpected that you know, you will be suffering in the dark, that you feel like right after everything that I have swallowed, taken, and given, and sacrificed, wow, like my kids will just porn me for being such a bad mother or bad father. And this is something that's been like eating you up, or something that you can't really accept. Okay? So, well, when it comes to your workplace, again, you'll be raising the cup. There is another celebration upcoming. Another race will be coming your way. Okay? Another bonus reward or commission. But then, despite of this, there will be some things that will still be, let's say, disappointing you, because the other person, if you actually remember that they have already moved to the competitor or to another company, looks like the brainstorming that the emergency brainstorming that you have tried to call in and inform, it's finally done, but then this person is not yet done. It seems like they have an informant inside your office or inside your company, and that they'll know what will you be up to. It's time for you to scour through it. It's time for you to scan all of the team members that you're working with, because there is a whistleblower. Okay? Now, there will still be some combating problems, tag of war, and a lot of words that's going to be like eating you up during this point, and you feel like, should I just forgive? Should I just, you know, start all over again? Should I just let this person into my life again so that, you know, it'll be over and done with? Because I'm just really tired. I'm emotionally drained. I can't really go through this anymore. And you're just too, you know, like you're so happy financially and work-wise. You can't really ask for anything anymore. But when it comes to your personal life, this is like you really want to give up. And so this is also the thing, like, should I just give this person another chance? Should I just cooperate? Should I just like this? Should I just like that? But one thing's for sure is that I'm telling you that if you would just try to accept this person once again, you would just give them the privilege more of manipulating you and having power over you and inflating their ego. And if you're just going to just continue with the fight, sooner or later, your children will see the real reason, or the truth. They're smart, and they're also very sharp. Sorry, they're smart, they're sharp, and they're very observant. So not all of them, even though they're very close to their father, to their mother, they will find out the truth. And this whole thing will finally be over, and there will be a victory that's going to be coming your way. Now, sex life, when it comes to singles, looks like someone will finally be taking you seriously, or will be finally committing to you. You will be giving up this kind of life. You know, having some hookups and stuff like that, and you'll finally be meeting the right one, which is a water sign around 40s, late 30s, late early 40s. And you'll be very happy because finally you have made the right decision of changing your energy last month. And when it comes to your health, immune system that you need to take care of, heart problems, heartburns, high blood pressure, feeling a little bit nauseous, and having some tingling and numbing sensation in your right arm, right face, and right head. I mean, right side, okay? Right side of your face, your head, and your right arm, thigh as well. And you're also feeling that unusual kind of pain where it's like you're carrying something for a long period of time and you just need to bring it down, you know? And don't worry, you're being guided. Someone who's like a spirit of a relative that's been guiding you and protecting you. And you're a very strong person, but that doesn't mean that you're made of steel. You also need to go and take some break near the water and do the meditation. All right, let's take a look at your oracle cards before we proceed to your month of December. Let's use the wisdom of the oracle cards. Yin, to the sea, Y, regeneration, new life, flexible, TikTok. You need to remove the negativities in your body for you to release your light and the positivities in your system or in your soul. Okay? Sometimes dealing with a lot of negative stuff in your life, in your everyday life, seems to be very, you know, seems to be very draining, and you have forgotten how it is to be happy. Off to the sea, you need to go and find yourself again, and you need to, you know, find the answers by being on your own. You know, go and take a trip near the water. And why? Stop asking why. Things happen for a reason, okay? Sometimes the reason takes a lot of time to be known, takes a lot of time to be answered, and takes a lot of time to be discovered. Chaos and conflict, you are still going to be dealing with this whole thing this month. Regeneration, what did not work out in the past might finally work out this time. The thing here is, like what I said, I've already given you both scenarios, that if ever you're going to give this person another chance, or if you're going to try and just keep on pursuing. New life and new beginnings is already coming your way, but be flexible with what the universe is trying to show you, give you, and the changes that will be coming your way. And TikTok, time is of the essence. Don't procrastinate. Let's take a look at your December forecast. Ooh. A lot of money, but then a lot of enemies as well. This actually flew out. Five of Wands and the Nine of Swords. Let's just put it here. This is this is actually the last thing that you really have to deal with during this month. The last month of the year, 2020. Okay. You will be feeling a little bit indecisive during this month. But there is a very important trip that you have to make. But once you come back, you will be facing this, this ex-spouse of yours. And there will be a victory, okay? You will be winning during this month. And you will know how to defeat this one. Like what I said, in the month of November, there's like an evidence that you need to, you need to go through, rummage through, or that you need to uncover just for you to prove your innocence. And you will. This is, the fire sign will be like hating you much even more. This fire sign, it could be like a moon rising as well, or it could be just a dominant sign. But it could be any other sign as well, as long as they are acting like a fire sign. Anyway, when it comes to your finances, looks like you are going to be another winner and you will be buying a new car. Okay, and some of you will also be opting for a new house, buying a new house or buying a new car. Luxurious car. It's not just any other car. And I'm getting a white Mercedes. Or a white Buick. And I'm not getting BMW or something like that. It's just the letter M and B. And could be Maserati as well. Anyway, but with this whole thing, there will be some big expectations that your company will be bestowing to you. And because of this, there is an information that will be leaking through your team. Like what I said, you need to scan through and you need to filter all of your... you know what? For you to filter and for you to know who is the culprit or who is the whistleblower in your team, try to set up a trap. Okay? Try to set up like a false plan, that all of you will be forming. None of them have an idea, except if there's one person that you really trust in the team, just let them know about that. But just create a false plan, and if the other company will know about it, then at least you will know who is the whistleblower, and you need to fire that person. Okay? But there's definitely an information that will be leaking again. Now, when it comes to your love life, news about this fire sign that will be asking for some false forgiveness about what they have done, but they are just going to explain to you that, they just did whatever it is that they have done to you out of love. But actually, this is no longer about love. This is just all about winning and ownership. Love is not about ownership. Okay, so there's no way that this is all about love. And sex life. Okay. Sex life looks like singles. You thought that you already found the right one. But then it turns out to be somebody that is psychologically imbalanced or have some psychological issues. And because of this, you'll be trapped in a relationship, or you'll be trapped in a connection that is going to be very hard for you to dispose or for you to let go. Now, when it comes to your health, asthma attacks, allergies, sinusitis, colds, and flu, feeling a little bit nauseous, imbalance, and vertigo. And some of you lost, again, eye issues. Okay, it looks like you really have to deal with your eye issues. This has been coming out consistently for the entire year for you and going organic. Okay, you don't want anything artificial. You don't want anything that is processed. And you also need to learn how to balance your time, your life, your energy, and your time for yourself and family and your work. All right. Anyway, let's take a look at your oracle cards finally. Well, your spouse, after you defeating them, they're going to be asking for forgiveness again. But I feel like this is not yet over. Okay. There's still going to be continuation in the year of 2021, but that's yet to be seen. And this whole ordeal will last for 4 years. So don't think that, they would, because they will just keep on contesting your petition. It's just going to be a waste of time and money. Okay. For of abundance, it's time to reflect upon your relationship with money. Are you spending it too freely, or are you holding on it too tightly? This can also relate to how you give yourself to others. Is your heart open, or are you holding back? Your hard work and wise investments will bring you great success. Healer of thought, it's time to clean up your life. Get rid of anything that clutters your space or makes you disorganized. People who take from you but don't give back should be released as well. You or another person involved in this situation is wise, insightful, and caring, and has a wonderful sense of humor and offers a lot of life experience. 9 of action, you've worked hard to create things you cherish in your life, such as beloved relationships, amazing accomplishments, and hearth and home. Rest assured that all these treasures and you are being constantly protected by your angels. In return, Mother Earth, the animals, and the environment need your protection. 9 of thoughts, stop being so hard on yourself and turn your thoughts toward the positive. There's no need to worry. Anticipating the worst isn't helpful. Know that heaven will provide a solution. If you're experiencing sleepless nights or anxiety over a challenge in your life, release the problem to your angels. Embrace those around you. This is a time of great spiritual growth for you, making it even more important to surround yourself with those who love you and share your beliefs. Be willing to accept help from others. You can find comfort in traditional solutions, or your heart may long out to try out new ideas. 8 of thought, you may feel as though you're restricted by the circumstances you find yourself in, but that's just an illusion. Make a promise to yourself to refuse to be stuck in a situation that's making you unhappy. Don't wait for someone to come to the rescue when you can free yourself. 10 of emotion, life is blessing you with a wonderful and loving family. Great happiness and emotional fulfillment are now on the horizon. Harmony with those you love is assured. By offering forgiveness, understanding, and kindness to others, you're rewarded with unconditional love. Go within. You're a very intuitive person, and there are many wonderful insights that lie waiting inside you. Take time to be quiet and reflect upon the desires of your heart through meditation or prayer. There's no need to take action right now. Be patient with yourself. All right, that's it for you for this year, Cancer. And if you want to talk to me live on the phone, live in the calls, or you want to opt for your own personalized annual forecast. By the way, this consists of 2.5 to 3 hours. Okay, if you want to do it live on the phone, so this can't be done in an hour or in 30 minutes or 26 minutes. Okay, because I usually go within the I usually go for the thorough forecasting. All right. Anyway, have a great year ahead and blessings to you. And by the way, don't forget to visit my website, sophiaangel.net. If you want to register for a live phone, you just need to click on the live phone, okay, and register. Don't forget to verify your account, and right after, log in again with your username and password and click on the credit, okay. And then if ever that I'm online, click on the arrange a call and it will be put in queue. And if ever that I'm online, just click the call button. It will connect me. It will connect you to me. All right. Blessings to you.